Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie, and every week I'm going to be showing you how to make a recipe using my favorite Pampered Chef items. So let's get started. Remember, if your food doesn't make you want to dance, you're probably not doing it right. So welcome to Stephanie's Rockin' Kitchen. Hi everyone, and welcome back. I am Stephanie, and today we are going to be making dinner rolls. One of my family's favorite, nice, soft, delicious dinner rolls, and they are just the perfect size for sandwiches the next day. So to start off with, I am going to be using my 4-quart plastic mixing bowl. This is in the beautiful two-toned blue. It has the silicone bottom so that when you're mixing, it doesn't move around on the counter, which is fantastic. And the Tiffany blue that Pampered Chef loves so much. To this, I'm going to add in 1/3 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 2.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, 6 tablespoons of softened butter. Make sure you get it all. And then, before I add in my wet ingredients, I want to take just some plain old boiled potatoes. You can use leftover mashed potatoes if that's what you have. This is a very forgiving recipe, so you can use whatever type of mashed potato you like. So, to mash this up, I am using, I will show this to you, the Pampered Chef Mix and Masher. I love this thing because in 14 years, that's how old this one is, this design has not changed. It hasn't needed to because it is incredible the way it is. It is the best potato masher I have ever had. So, I'm going to give this potato a quick mash. And then I'm going to fill one of these cups. These are our 1 cup prep bowl set. These are fantastic for any recipe you want to make, get things ready to go, or if you have little leftovers, they all have silicone lids that seal, and they are watertight. So I'm actually just going to use this masher because it works as a fantastic scoop as well to press 1 cup of these mashed potatoes in here. And now I will add that in to our dry ingredients. I will set that off to the side. And now to that, I'm going to add in 2 eggs and 1 cup, sorry, 3/4 cup of warm water. And you want that warm water because you need it to activate your yeast. And you need the sugar to feed your yeast. And this is a fantastic recipe because everything goes into one bowl. It is quick, it is easy, and I love it. So, I'm using gloves just because this is a very sticky dough. So if you make it and it is sticky, it is supposed to be that way. So we're going to give this a good mix, and I will show you exactly what I mean. Most bread doughs are a nice, soft, but held together dough. This one should come together and be quite sticky. It will hold together, it's not going to fall apart on you, but it is going to be stuck to everything. One of the reasons I love these gloves is because it doesn't stick that much to the gloves as much as it does my hands. Like normally my fingers would be quite caked right now, so this is great. And you want to make sure you get all of that dried flour off the bottom because it does tend to stay down there and you don't want to lose any of that. And everything I do for this recipe until the step where I form the dough is all done in this one single bowl. So this is great because I am saving myself a ton of dishes and a ton of work because I'm not kneading this dough a lot. I'm just mixing it together. See? This dough is now together, and as you see, it's quite sticky. So this is a soft dough. We're not going to knead it to the point where we form the gluten chains in it really tough. That's why these dinner rolls are so soft and delicious. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of oil. I'm going to give my bowl a little oil, rub the dough around in there, give it a good flip so that the oiled side is up, and then that way I can take off these gloves, cover this bowl in some plastic wrap, and you want to cover it quite loosely because it is going to expand to almost double its size. And I will show you exactly what I mean. So this is going to take approximately an hour and a half to rise the first time. So I will show you what happens after it's finished rising the first time. You're going to put that off to the side in a nice warm spot. I like to put it just in my oven, not turn the oven on, but just set it in there for an hour and a half, and that gives it kind of a nice warmer place to just sit and bulk ferment. So this has been in here for an hour and a half. Isn't that huge? That's a lot of dough now. So we're going to do what's called degassing our dough. I'm going to put on another set of gloves because, again, this is sticky and I do not want it all over my fingers. And I'm going to grab a kitchen scale. I just like to kind of weigh my buns, make sure they're all approximately the same size so that they all cook at the same rate. And I'm going to pull this dough off the sides of the bowl, lift it up. See, as you can see, as it rests, it gets really wet and stretchy. So I want each of these buns to be about 100 grams, 107 grams is almost exactly what this dough comes out to per bun. Oh, way over, 157. I never get it the first time. $122. Kanji, third time's a charm. 111. Third time's not a charm. And there we go, exactly 107. So I am going to put this into one of our enamel cast iron bakers. This thing is gorgeous. It is covered on the outside in this beautiful gray color, and it is beautiful inside. Nice thing about cooking in this, if you're doing like a stew or you're braising meat, is this can go straight onto the table and you're not embarrassed to serve in it because it's a beautiful dish. It also comes with a fantastic heavy-duty lid. These special little bumps that we've put inside here help direct all of the condensation that happens to come or form on the lid back into whatever it is you're cooking in here, so you don't lose all that moisture. So I'm going to take each one of these as I form them into a little bit of a ball, and I'm going to set them into my baker. And after I am finished this, these are going to sit and rise for another hour and a half to 2 hours. Now you're gonna say, oh my God, we have to sit here and wait for an hour and a half to 2 hours. What the hell is she gonna talk about the whole time? Well, guess what? I already have some made so you don't have to sit and wait because I'm smart that way. Sometimes I think ahead. It happens. Okay, so you want these all nice and close together, see? You want them to kind of be touching because as they rise, They're gonna puff up and come together, and then that way you get that beautiful pull apart. If you do want them to be browned on all 4 sides, you can spread them apart farther on a baking sheet. Personally, I love that gorgeous pull apart. Ah, so close that time. I say that, but I really wasn't. It was 123. Make sure each one of these is a ball. This is starting to get stickier and stickier. Okay, so instead of sitting here and making you wait while I form all of these, this is going to get set off to the side for an hour to an hour and a half to rise again as soon as I'm finished forming all these. But for now, I'm going to put it off to the side so you're not waiting for me. When it is time to cook these, I am going to put them into a 350 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. I want that nice golden brown on top. And of course, I'll get the finished. So I did these ones in just a glass baking dish, so if that's what you have at home, feel free to use it. This is my lasagna dish and it works out perfectly. So I'm going to dump these out of here so you can see, look how beautiful and brown those are on the bottom. Flip them back over and watch this pull. Look at that. I'm going to get a little closer to the camera so you can see. Oh, beautiful and steamy. I don't know if you guys can see that steam, but that is magical. So, imagine putting a little bit of margarine or butter on these gorgeous, flaky, warm rolls. I'm gonna taste that. All right. These are good buns. Your family is going to love these. Okay, I'm gonna take another bite. So good. Remember, if your food doesn't make you want to dance, you're not doing it right. I will see you guys next time on Stephanie's Rockin' Kitchen.